Hey there, be sure to like, subscribe, and ring the bell. Good morning, crypto friends. How we doing out there? It is Tuesday, and we are live. I wanted to show you really quickly, we are moving into option expiration for BTC and some of the other ones that are available as derivatives here on the chain. Excuse me. And I wanted to mention that we're looking at max pain, which means that shorts and longs are coming together at the 45K mark. So we're looking for the 45,000 strike price to be where we're going. For Friday, let's move on to the show. Here we go. BTC.USD. I also found out that last night's recording did not make it for some reason, so I apologize about that. Looking up at resistance at the 40,000, right of that round psychological number, and then we'll come in here and get you there we are. BTC USD 36,450.92 is your support and resistance up there. Climbing back through, we could actually say that the 38,066.99 is going to be your resistance going through the climb up. We did not make it to the sales target yet, but we are hanging in there. Let's move on to ETH USD Ethereum. Pardon me. So we have Ethereum support at the 2390.85, and then climbing back through, you're going to look at resistance starting to come into play at the 2536.92 for ETH USD. We'll move on to BNB USD, Binance Coin. Looking just a wee bit stronger than some of the other names here. So you do have your support sitting right there on that 12 and the 26-day moving average underneath us now. As well as support 305.34. And looking at resistance, we could actually come down to this tightening range. 327.69 based off that previous high. Let's move on to ADA, Cardano. So Cardano, there's your support level, 1.445, and then resistance, I think we have not, there we go. The one little, that doji right there, we'll put the resistance at the 1.511. Moving on to PolkaDot, DOT.USD. And support at the 20 point, so right at the $20 range, we'll just call that even Steven. And then let's get up to the resistance 21.61 for PolkaDot. Moving on to the Doge. Doge been quiet here. There's been no catalyst to move it around yet. We have quite a bit of resistance there at the 0.3599. And let's see, yep, we have a new support level for you at the 0.3264. Again, I apologize for last night. Do not know what happened with that recording, but we did go live. It was not captured for some reason. So moving on to LTC USD on YouTube, I should say. We have resistance 189.08, and then your support level right there. First support is going to be the 166.94. You do have the 12-day moving average underneath, as well as the 26. So we did close above there, which is good news for us bulls. Let's move on to LINK USD Chainlink. And same scenario here, folks. We have support at the 23.91 and resistance up at the 25.26 as we start to climb back through, and we have a long ways up to that 100-day moving average, so we'll look forward to getting up there. Let's move on to XLM USD Stellar. unchanged, roughly at support at the 0.4115, and resistance is going to be, looks like we had some develop at the 0.4369. Moving on to Vechain, VET USD. The chain of V. We can move those levels up there. We're testing that support as we speak, 0.1066, and then looking up at resistance at the 0.1166. Moving on to FIL USD. And where are we going here, folks? We are looking at resistance at the 71.288 and support remains at the 66.002. So roughly the $66 range for FIL USD. Moving on to Storj, STORJ USD. Support level still remains at the 0.9654. And we met some resistance. You see, we're trying to get above that 12-day moving average. Excuse me, right at the $1 mark, so 1.026 to be exact. Moving on to IOTA, Internet of Things. Support remains at right at the $1 mark, 0.99999999999. And resistance up there on this 26-day moving average, 1.099. Moving on to COMP, COMP USD. COMP starting to develop just a little bit weaker than some of the others. So we have support 368.222 and then trying to climb back through that 402.35 for COMP. Just about average volume, so things are moving kind of slow. Moving on to BAT, the teenager that needs attention, basic attention coin. So we're sitting up here at resistance 0.07. Shit. Okay, let's do this again. 0.7095. And there's your support level. Looking over at that pivot, 0.6553. Moving on to Ethereum Classic, was green when we started, so it had a good little run up here, as I indicated in the thumbnail. Found its way to a double top at the 83.416, so that'll be your resistance level. And we do have support 69.257. I will mention we are getting across of the 12 over the 26. So looking forward to that. That usually indicates some upside potential, and so we make our way up to that 100-day moving average. Moving on to MANA USDC. New resistance level. It's found its way up there. And you have support 0.6971 and resistance up at the 0.8347 for MANA USD Charlie. Going on to ZIL USD. Similar pattern here. We still have support at the 0.0966, resistance 0.113. Lots of volume though, so we'll keep an eye on for that. For ZIL. Moving on to NU USD. And trying to hang on to that 12-day moving average support. So we're going to look at the, excuse me, 0.2448 support and resistance up at the 0.266. Moving on to NMR USD. Relatively unchanged, but we will come down. We did find resistance right there at the 41.979 as it tried to make its way. Lots of support at the in between those moving averages at the 38.28. Let's have a look at GRT, the graph token. Support remains 0.7152 unchanged. And we can leave that resistance level and actually adjust it slightly. Try to get over that 26-day. Didn't have enough gumption. 0.777 resistance for GRT. Move on to UNI USD. Uniswap. We have resistance up at the 23.28 and support now, as we are on top of that 26-day moving average, about to get the 1226 cross. So we'll put you right there at the 21.26 support and resistance 23.28, as I mentioned, as we try to get above. We have some running room here if we can get some volume to come in. Moving on to AAVE USD. Slight adjustment to the support from last time. 319.01 is your support level. And still got to get through that 348.826 for AAVE. Moving on to MKR USD. Unchanged if we riding this 12-day moving average on the way up here. 3283.87 is your support. And we will need to adjust that resistance. Got to get through that $35.99, so roughly $3,600 mark on the climb back through. Move on to MATIC, M-A-T-I-C. Nice run up here. Off the bottom, pardon me, everything seems to wake up. Well, let's get this adjusted up here so we have support to look down on at the point. Did that not move? Nope, it did not. There we are. 1.553 is your support level and 1.673 resistance for MATIC. Let's have a look at SOL USD, making its way to be listed on Coinbase. So we have support at the 25.73. Full disclosure, I'm buying these dips on SOL in anticipation for the run up when it gets listed on Coinbase. And then 28.6725 is your resistance level for SOL. Heading on into these sleepy NFTs. Still got them. But yep, we'll just leave that unchanged. 0.9854 is your support. And still can't get above that 1.0772 for audio. Let's move on to CHZ USD. We can nudge that just slightly at 0.2282. Support. Resistance, actually, we're going to have to come down there. We have a double top there to get through. So very tight range at the 0.242 for CHZ. Moving on to Theta. Theta getting down through this support level, so we'll have to find ourselves a new one. There we go. 5.887 is your support, and then we need to get above that 12-day moving average. So looking at a 6.237 resistance for Theta. Almost done here, folks. Hang in there with me. ENJ. Are we going to get through a whole stream without a glitch? That would be insanely cool. 1.066 is your support. And then we have new resistance down there to contend with. 1.154 resistance for ENJ. We always wind up with Harmony 1, ONE, USD. Testing that support level as we speak. So we're watching for that to hold up at the 0.0936 for support. And we're going to nudge the resistance level. It's going to be very, very tight there. 0.0978 for ONE USD. Okay, let's look at BTC.D, which is the indicator for Bitcoin dominance, is up to 45.11%. So we're up about 1.5%. So we're starting to move into BTC. Folks are waiting for that thing to lead the way for the altcoins to run up. So here we go. with ETH.D. Ethereum Classic, not Ethereum Classic. Ethereum Dominance is 18.33, so we're slightly down, as you can see, indicated by this chart. And we like to wind up with the Doge Dominance as it's starting to taper off down to 2.80 of the total crypto market cap, which is 1,523 billion. So we're slightly up as money starts to move back into the space. Well, folks, that does it for me for today, and I appreciate you stopping by. Like, subscribe, do all those kind of things. And I will attempt to see you again tonight at the Crypto Happy Hour. Have a great day. See you soon.